All right, so here we go into the draft. Ready to go, and we do have NinjaHood getting first pick, first ban, as third string did pick Battlefield of Eternity. And, you know, sometimes you'll have this set the tone. Sometimes you won't. It'll be interesting to see whether we just see like a typical ban, like a Rag ban. A lot of teams love banning out Ragnaros and saying, you know what, we just do not feel like dealing with Ragnaros today. But no, we're going to get a Zarya ban. Zarya is great in the dual tank setup. Even great like is a Medivh replacement almost. Those shields can be super, super powerful and super helpful. So I like that ban. It'll be interesting to see what we get for the next ban. All right. This is going to be the game of no shields. Third string currently hovering a Tassadar ban. Also a good ban. I like this. I like the no shield meta instead of the crazy shield meta we have going right now. So I would like to see a TAS ban, and maybe even a Medivh ban if Medivh is still up later on in the draft. Ooh, and that instant Vala pick. Vala's Q build on Battlefield of Eternity, super good for burning down that Immortal, and Vala just does great damage overall. So also a good pick. Pretty strong. And the other advantage to picking Vala first is you don't really show anything. Vala fits in with so many comps. You're not exposing your possible draft to the other team. Same thing here with a Malfurion and an ETC pick. You're still not exposing your plans because those two heroes are just super strong right now in the meta, regardless of what the rest of the draft is around them. All right, so NinjaHood putting a little bit of thought into this second and third pick. I would not be surprised to see at least one or the other, either a tank or a healer here, just so you don't get banned out and you don't get stuck into a situation where you really can't pick what you want. And we're going to see the Rhaegar pick. Rhaegar probably, I think top three healers right now, Malfurion, Rhaegar, and Lucio. So it really comes down to what you want. And a Muradin pick. Very solid tank. A little bit less picked right now in the current game, but still a solid tank. And really, all you have to do to survive is back out for a second or two, let that trait kick in, and you're healed right back up, and you can re-engage really easily. So I kind of dig that. They were hovering Rag for a minute, and now third string is just cycling through a number of heroes to figure out who they want to ban here. Pausing on the Sonya for a while, and then Greymane. I actually like the Greymane ban over the Sonya ban. Greymane can do a lot of damage to the Immortal if left unchecked. Sonya, on the other hand, can do a lot of damage to your team. And so both of those could actually work out really, really well. And they land on the Sonya ban. Okay. I'm not sure NinjaHood planned on going Sonya, but maybe they did. And Li Ming as the ban for NinjaHood. Li Ming's poke potential on this map is just crazy good. So that I can understand. It's a good ban in my opinion. And now third string's got to figure out what they want to pick up next. Taking their time. They do have a lot of time to think about it. Artanis Ragnaros. Okay. All right. Artanis can also do a lot of damage to the Immortal, especially with amateur opponent. Looking at the two comps, amateur opponent would be equivalent to Vala's Q build. The only thing I'm thinking is Ragnaros can actually do a good chunk of damage to the Immortal as well. So we'll have to see if NinjaHood replies to that or just sticks to their draft as they're going. What's interesting is the Vala's ranged on the side of NinjaHood, but neither team's picked up a mage yet. NinjaHood probably may not go mage, but that's a lot of melee on the side of third string. So that could be interesting. Going deep in the pool. All right. Leoric, Kael'thas on the side of NinjaHood. And there is the pickup on the mage, like I thought there might be. And Leoric is pretty strong, actually, lately. Decent front line, kind of bruiserish melee, or bruiserish warrior. Can take a little bit, and the Entombs can be really, really clutch. And all right, and Greymane on the side of third string. So interesting drafts. I think in a race we might actually have third string winning that race. Yeah, I might have to give third string winning the race, but I think NinjaHood might win the actual team fight aspect. So we'll have to see how that works out here. But with all that said, draft is done, and that means it's game time. So, Battlefield of Eternity, we have two Pro Division teams here going up against each other in a best of 3. This is game 1. And for the red team, third string, we have Picante on Artanis, Zygo on Malfurion, Chaos Bear on the ETC, Ben's Bear on the Ragnaros, and Mig on the Greymane. And for the blue team, NinjaHood, we have Mr. Popo on the Muradin, Oyama on the Rhaegar, Tyrande on the Kael'thas, Spartan on the Leoric, and PLK36 on the Vala.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
All right, and we do see Artanis going amateur opponent at level 1, and Vala is going master hunter. So both of them moving into their I'm going to destroy these minions. Looks like, yep, we do have block party on the ETC, which makes sense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, and most of third string is coming out the middle with Leoric going to the top lane, while the rest of NinjaHood goes bottom lane here. That makes sense, right? There's no real reason to come out and poke each other hard, and this way you can kind of see what the other team is up to. No minions are out yet. Nothing's really being shown. Just both teams kind of positioning around each other. ETC taking a decent chunk of damage from Kael'thas there and Muradin stun, but again, level 1 so early. Both teams are just going to clear the waves, kind of poke each other, try and burn some mana from the other team. Nothing that's going to really make a difference. Leoric doing a ton of damage against the Ragnaros. And as Deuni just pointed out in chat, the Leoric pick was a little different, but that could be because he's just a strongish solo laner, and he's up there holding his own against Ragnaros. But we do have Kael'thas dying right away. ETC able to control him enough to allow Artanis and Greymane to pick him off there, and that might be a dead Vala. They are doing their best to control that Vala, and third string may pick up their second kill of the game. Yes, indeed, that is a dead Vala. Greymane kind of low, but able to just get near the towers to protect himself. So I think looking at the top lane, I think really the Leoric was to bully Ragnaros out of lane. We'll have to see later game how well that works out. All right, so we have NinjaHood immediately jumping on their Immortal, putting damage on it and burning it down at a pretty good rate, while the rest of third string tries to push them off of it. Muradin taking a decent amount of damage there. Both teams kind of fighting back and forth. But it does look like they are going to push. Ooh, with a dead Ragnaros there. Maybe not. Third string was looking to get that Immortal burn down to the intermission point of view really quickly, and that did not work out quite the way they wanted to. And now we do have Vala up top just wrecking the Immortal for NinjaHood. And that's going to be intermission. So 2 kills to 1. We do have third string up a tier, sort of 4 versus 3, but 3 or 4 right around the corner for NinjaHood. And we do see the race coming in, and it looks like, yes, indeed, third string is going to be able to get that done faster than NinjaHood. But the kills coming in, and that's going to be a dead Leoric as well as a dead Muradin. And it looks like the rest of third string is getting ready to push top lane with this Immortal, while Leoric transitions bottom lane to deal with the Ragnaros. So it's an early Immortal, right? Typically you would only get the wall, maybe throw a little damage on the fort, which appears to be what they're doing. And I do expect, yes, third string to back out after the Immortal goes down. They may be backing out a little slow, but I do believe they are going to escape as hard as they're pushing on that ETC. Oh no, they turned it around, and Artanis with a great swap is going to end up killing Vala. So that's going to be another kill on the side of third string, and they are going to go ahead and start this camp of top lane Impalers. Leoric dying again bottom lane against Ragnaros. Ragnaros almost dead, but was able to finish that Leoric off. And that's going to be 7 versus 5 talent-wise, and 6 kills to 1. Third string actually pushing pretty hard and looking like between their Immortal burn and their team fight capability, they may be able to push NinjaHood around a little bit this map. And I would expect to see third string take this fort pretty quickly, especially with 3 Impalers throwing spears at it. Yes, there goes the fort. Would not be surprised to see third string back out as they are doing right now, and maybe look at getting another map or another camp, a different camp. It's been long enough now that they should probably be thinking about picking up their shaman camp, and that looks to be what they're doing. Artanis going bottom lane to try and get that soak, while Ragnaros bead. And Immortals are spawning. We do have NinjaHood coming around and thinking about starting their their Fallen Shaman camp, but looks like they're gonna just leave it alone, and we're going to have a Fallen Shaman camp pushing the top lane by itself. Someone is going to have to clear that. But third string pushing in and saying, hey, we're coming in, we want to take our Immortal and burn it down. Meanwhile, we do have Rhaegar and Kael'thas trying to grab the Fallen Shaman camp for NinjaHood. A lot of damage coming out. That should be a dead, yes indeed, a dead Leoric. Muradin is really low, and that's going to be halftime. Third string playing this map like, what's up, boys? We are going to take this win. That's just all there is to it, and pushing really hard to make that a reality. Excuse me. Vala is melted. Muradin's really low here. I would not be surprised to see him get finished off. Yes, that is going to be Muradin's death. And Rhaegar, Kael'thas, and Leoric are now just backing away from the fight. We have third string actually pretty close to 10. I actually would support leaving the Immortal and actually soaking 10 before pushing that over. But that's okay. They can push with this anyway, and the wall may actually be enough to give third string 10. In the meantime, 7 was achieved for NinjaHood, so I popped the talents up there. You guys can take a look. KT getting pretty close to finishing his convection quest. Hopefully someone from third string can pick him off before he finishes it. I'm not confident that's going to happen. KT's actually played pretty safe with his confection so far. And there are heroic abilities for third string looking to push hard. Sulfurous Smash, Stage Dive, and there's the dive. And the follow-up, Sulfurous Smash. That's going to be some characters deleted, starting with Kale Thos, including Muradin. Vala might... Nope, Vala does not get away. That is a 3-4-0 and the fort on the side of third string. And it does not look like... Nope, Kale Thos did finish Convection just before he died. So that's actually great for him. Not so great for third string. Would have been nice to eliminate him first, but that's okay. They still got 3 kills and a keep wall for their troubles. And Muradin taking a huge chunk of damage from Greymane. That cursed bullet, you got to look out for that. That thing will chunk you down faster than you can say, oh my god, Greymane. And that's going to be a keep. Pushing hard, 8 versus 12 with a number of kills over NinjaHood. And Ragnaros pops Molten Core. They might get another kill here and look to do some more damage, but I think, yes, it does look like third string is going to go ahead and back out, but Vala might go down there. Leoric swapped into a bad spot and is going to die, but most of third string is really low. There goes Greymane. So depending on, oh, that root may have just saved ETC Artanis. No, I'm not sure it did. Ooh, oh, everybody is looking to pop everything. This could be great for third string. Kale Thos goes down again, but Ragnaros goes down as well. Muradin going to die, or ETC rather, going to die with the Leoric Entomb, and that's going to be 4 for 1 and heroic, or I'm sorry, 3 for 1 and heroic abilities over to NinjaHood. All right, so 11 versus 12, 15 kills to 4 kills, and we do see NinjaHood pushing in the bottom lane, trying to get some walls, possibly a fort, decent amount of damage out onto that ETC, and looking to maybe possibly get a kill there. They do, going into the next Immortal phase. However, at the top of the map, third string has picked up a set of Impalers who are going to push into that keep wall by themselves, while the Impalers at the bottom lane push into the rest of the fort structures for NinjaHood. So both teams in very similar positions, but Fallen Shaman's picked up for the side of third string, and now they're looking to engage even though they don't have their ETC. However, NinjaHood did push the Immortal race over to the quick little halftime, and now we're going to have an engage here. Would not be surprised to see ETC stage dive in. Greymane taking a lot of damage. There is the stage dive, not hitting anybody though. Unfortunately, Muradin getting stunned again. That is a lot of damage onto Muradin, but he's just going to walk away and save himself. A number of abilities coming out. People looking for kills. Leoric, the lowest. Ooh, good ice block by Malfurion to save his life, and that's going to be 2 kills, possibly a third on the side of third string. Third string showing they are anything but third string, going 4 for 1, having a great turnaround, 14 versus 13, and now starting to burn the Immortals down. So we do have Kale Thos up on the top Immortal along with Leoric trying to do damage. Really, it's just going to be reducing the shield because third string is definitely going to burn this faster. And there we go. So only about a 3,500 hit point shield, which will help NinjaHood in their defense that they're about to mount. But, oh, that's going to be a dead cow possibly. He was a little overextended. And yes, that might not be a dead... Oh, yep, there's the dead cow. But we do have ETC for Kale Thos. Ooh. And Ragnaros going down. So while third string may have picked up the Immortal, they just lost 2 key players to really making this successful push. I would not be surprised to see this only get... it might get the keep, I guess. But Probably not. The only person missing on the side of NinjaHood is the Kael'thas. Deep swap onto the Muradin by Artanis, but that is going to be it. Even with the Impaler still there, the keep will survive. Muradin looking to initiate against third string, but not able to. Now ETC and Ragnaros both up and running. I don't think we're going to see ETC stage dive in here, though. I think Artanis, Greymane, and Mouth may be thinking about invading this camp, and it looks like Artanis is going to try. I think that's going to be a dead Artanis. Here comes the stage dive. It might be too little too late. Ooh, maybe not. The kills are coming out for third string, and while they didn't get that camp, they're definitely getting kills in. Vala really low, Muradin really low, and that's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. So we've seen a lot of trading lately, but it does appear that even though we see 2-for-1, 3-for-1, 4-for-1 trades, NinjaHood's not actually falling that far behind. They're a little behind. 16 talents are picked up now for third string, and I will pop those back up once NinjaHood hits their 16s. We do have a lot of NinjaHood rolling down to the bottom lane to clear it out, while third string rolls around and grabs camps. Third string threatening a little that they might go in on the keep there, forcing all of NinjaHood to drop back and deal with the Impalers as well as the minions that are coming up there, which is going to give third string a huge advantage here. They're going to be able to get a ton of damage out on the Immortal before NinjaHood's even over there. They may even push it over into halftime. Ooh, swap attempt on Rhaegar, but indeed, third string does push that over to halftime. Leoric in a bad spot. That's almost a dead Leoric. I thought they might have him there. Ragnaros taking a stun from Muradin, but nothing is there to follow up. Two-man swap from the Artanis is going to get a dead Leoric and a dead Kael'thas. 2-for-0 there. We do have 16s on the other team. I will show them as soon as the action slows down for a minute. That's going to be another Immortal going over to third string. And the rest of NinjaHood is going ahead and trying to get behind their wall as quickly as they can, because they're going to see a huge push top lane here. Greymane actually pretty close to finishing his Incendiary Elixir quest. And Vala did finish her Q quest on her level 4 talent. So most of the heroics up on the side of third string and everything but Avatar on the side of NinjaHood. But that is a dead fort. Well, keep rather. Molten Core is popped. Immortal has over half a shield left. This is probably game, unless somehow, some way, NinjaHood can get some kills here. Definitely the end of this match for for NinjaHood, and that's going to be 2 kills. Here comes the third after a stage dive into Muradin. Maybe Muradin. Nope, Muradin is not escaping. That's a dead Leoric, and meanwhile we have the Immortal and Ragnaros going crazy on that core. That's going to be game 1 going over to third string.